Hey folks, welcome back. We're on the side yard today. Nice day, and I've assembled all of the parts that I have to put back on the convertible deck lid. And I did make a video a while back, and I'm glad I did, about what it looked like when it was all assembled. So I'm probably going to be referring to my own video. I want to show you the parts I have and talk about a couple things I don't have and a couple things I need to replace. So here are the latches, and the silver parts have been painted with exhaust paint because they were pretty gross and messed up, and I just decided that I liked the way the exhaust paint looked, kind of an aluminum silver look. Originally they just basically blasted the whole thing with paint, with the exception of maybe a couple parts like these latches. Anyway, I've got a different system going on here, so that's what I'm doing. You do what you want. So the main parts are latches for the deck lid, latches for the convertible top and hard top, soft top and hard top. Here's a bumper stop. I ordered another one, so I'm gonna have two because there's space for two. I only have one. Cable, hold downs. There's a shim. There's a series different bolts. I've got 10 of these. I think these are 7/16. I'm not sure, but these are slightly shorter than these. And then we've got 6 of these little guys, and then 1 of these, a little bit bigger. Anyway, we'll get to where all this goes later. We've got the latch handle and accompanying arm that's hooked together with this. We've got the brass stoppers, two larger ones for the rods, and then the 2 smaller ones for the cable ends. And I did order new cables. The other ones just weren't really rescuable. We've got this for the alignment for the top. I've got a couple new springs for the handle, and if you do get the new springs, note that they are 2 different springs. They're not exactly the same. One is a little bit longer. I don't know about the tension on these. It's just, you can order a spring set. There's 2 different springs. So I have the bezels that were on the car, and I've decided I'm just going to order replacements because now that I look at them, this one is in pretty rough shape. It's kind of dented on the top. By the way, there's people selling these original ones. I don't know if this one's original. I think it is. Yeah, if it has serial numbers. I mean, these are selling for like $40, $30-40 each, used on eBay right now. Kind of crazy. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get a new set of these. I did get the gaskets already. Got an extra brass stopper. I had to replace these. These were aluminum, and I tried cleaning them with muriatic acid and melted the old ones. So these are the alignment pins, and I'm going to reuse the bolts on those. And then I have the grommets that go through over here for the cables. So I'm going to replace these. What I don't have is a couple things. One is I don't have these alignment. I guess there's a couple alignment bumpers that go in here, and this, I never had them. So they were off the car before I got it. And then there's also a weather strip that goes around here. And I also do not have that apparently, or if I did, I have to look for it. I don't have it right now. I can put that on later, as well as the little bumpers. So what I'm gonna do right now is just start to reassemble this. And first I'm gonna kind of lay things out the way it goes, but I'm gonna start with the easy stuff, like these and these, the big pieces, and then we'll worry about how everything kind of fits together with the cables and rods in a little bit. Hello. So when you guys are torquing these bolts down, just remember not a lot of pressure on some of these. These are 30 to 40 inch-pounds. So that's like 3 foot-pounds. Very light on these latches. On the handle, this is 130 to 180 inch-pounds. So still not a whole lot. what is that, 13, 14 foot-pounds maybe. So don't go crazy on these things. You know, this is fiberglass with reinforced metal in there, but it's not super strong, so just go easy. 75 to 95 inch-pounds. Okay, it's a few days later and it's all assembled, so I'm just gonna describe how it's assembled rather than show you guys a whole video of me putting it together, which is not really necessary. Let's start here at the latch release. You have a double handle, 2 different latch systems. So this one is for the side latches. So when the hood closes, this cable opens up and you can see how that's put together, right? Pretty self-explanatory. When you do put this together, of course, you're going to start off, you're going to run the cable through the eyelet there, through that hole this way, and then you'll have the spring cover out, and then you feed the cable in, then push the spring in, and I put new grommets. You can put a little bit of silicone on there because this will slide in and out in the grommet if you need to adjust it. And then these aren't tight yet, but you're going to tighten that down. But it doesn't have to be clamping down on there. It's just a guide to hold it so it's not rattling around. And that goes for both of these on the sides, of course. And now the other side, the other handle, controls this center pivot latch. And what I did is I took this piece off this rod and I smoothed it out because it had a lot of gouges. I also put a little bevel in the hole there, and I put a little grease on there just to get that to work smoothly. You'll notice this assembly, this is called the anti-rattle clip. I did put a washer underneath these 2 nuts. That's not factory, but why not? You know, just a little tiny washer under there. What I've noticed is that this spring is pretty weak. It doesn't really retract under its own pressure, and that could also be because this spring pressure is a little weak. Yeah, there's not a lot. I probably ought to lubricate this too, but it'll work fine. I did add a larger washer on the bottom because when I put this on, the first time I put it on, it was sort of tipping this way back and forth, and so I did add a larger washer, and then there's 2 washers. There's the pressure washer and another little cup-shaped washer. But anyway, you'll figure that out. This rod does bend. That is normal. So you'll notice the one side does have a curve to it. It's not a problem. Works fine. Put a little grease in there if you want. So that's that. I haven't secured this yet because I ordered a second one. I'm going to put over here. This one came with one, but you know, I just figured I'd get a second one, put it on just because. And let's see, that's pretty much it. The only other thing I have left to install right now is this little bezel, which goes on the top. It comes through here. And I just got back from the hardware store and I bought this little rubber washer. You'll probably want a washer for that because you see that lip, it's curved, and that's going to scratch up your paint. So this, I don't know if this is like stock, but I think that's perfect. Just sticks out a little bit, so it'll protect the top of the deck lid and seal it. Not that I think water getting in there is a big concern, but you know, it doesn't hurt to have a little rubber washer there. I think that's pretty much all I've done. The rest of it's pretty stock. I'm going to make another video when I get the weather strip adhesive, which should be here in a day or 2, and I will do that. So I do have the weather strip and I will make a video on that. And that's pretty much it, you guys. So thanks for watching. I hope this has been helpful. There's some other good resources for assembling these. The main thing is just go easy on the torque on these things. Don't over tighten this stuff. These get torqued down to the most, but is still not super tight. A lot of these are very lightly torqued down, so don't go crazy with that, and you should be good. All right, thanks for watching.